So hi, this is Mike Wise, and I'm with Web Wisdom, and I'm here talking with Ryan Hanley with the Murray Group. Ryan, welcome to VidCast.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of Albany, New York, in Ryan's office, and we just wanted to talk about Google Plus and some of the top 3 or 4 things that insurance agents really want to know about relative to Google Plus, and who better to ask that than the man himself.
Oh, jeez, I don't know about that. Well, I'm glad you guys can stop by. It's a good experience to have you come by. We've talked virtually quite a bit, and we met once, I think, at Brain Camp a long time ago.
That's right.
Yeah, a couple years ago. So I think...
And by the way, are you going to Brain Camp this year?
My wife is actually pregnant and due about a week and a half after Brain Camp, so unfortunately I'm going to miss. I want to be around here in case anything happens. Absolutely. But I did. I have been pushing people to Brain Camp. It's fantastic. It's Rick and Peter do an amazing job. Yeah. So
Artrijk, AARTRIJK.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Baltimore, great city. The hotel, I know the hotel that they're in. It's going to be beautiful. So a lot of good conversations will be coming out of that, and I'm looking forward to hearing.
Well, you can follow the hashtag.
That's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'll be probably sitting right in this office, right on those computers, following it along. So
nice. All right. So Google Plus.
Yes.
So my question for you is, and we can't take a lot of time on this, but let's go right to the heart.
Yeah.
What are some of the top things? Let's say the top 3 things that you would recommend relative to Google Plus.
Okay. So for me and for my agency,
why don't you list them out first? What are the 3 headings?
So we're going to talk. If I had to give 3 bullet points, those 3 bullet points would be the conversations and relationship building that you have there. It's a platform very geared towards building person-to-person relationships, which in the insurance industry, I don't care how much importance you put on advertising, it's still that human connection. And Google Plus is really just a social extension of what we're doing right now. And I think of all the social networks, the platform for that, and we can get into that in a little more detail. The second would be the SEO benefit, the search engine optimization benefit that you're getting from it. There's recent news, which we can get into in a minute, about why it has SEO benefit, really the technical side of it, which is, even though it's very technical, it's very easy to understand, and people are seeing a significant increase in their ability to show up on the first page of Google search results, which we know is an important thing for getting found and actually driving revenue out of search results by using Google Plus and having success there. And the third is a technology that some people are familiar with, some people aren't. That's Google Hangouts, which is really a video conferencing tool that's free. It has incredible power because you can record those conversations to YouTube, and you can have very personal conversations with people who may not necessarily be sitting in the same room with you. So quickly, and we'll circle back to all of these in more detail, but for agencies that have an extended network, or rural agencies that want to have that face-to-face connection with a client, but do not necessarily have the means to visit all of them, something like a Google Hangout could allow them to talk about policies with a client, be face-to-face, but not necessarily be sitting in the same room with them. So those are the 3 main benefits that I see today.
So it was building relationships, search engine optimization, and Google Hangouts.
Yes. Those would be our 3 topics.
Okay, so let's go to the first one.
Yep.
Building relationships.
Yes.
What are the top 3 or 4 things associated with that?
Okay. So when comparing Google Plus, so why would I spend my time on Google Plus versus other places? For me, it's, like I said, number 1 on the list is the conversations that you have. So versus a Facebook, which most agents are starting to become very familiar with, or a Twitter or a LinkedIn, the platform is built for conversations. And what I mean by that is the way that conversations are positioned, the importance that they're given, how you're notified about them and about follow-ups on conversations, it's all geared towards keeping it going. So keeping you coming back to continue to communicate. Why is that important? Okay. And this is going to pair into the SEO benefit. It's important because it's that one-to-one relationship that allows us to continue to do business. We're all aware of it. It's why people still cold call. It's why people still put their rubber-soled shoes on and pound the streets to do all the things that we've done as insurance agents forever. It's why 99 out of 100 agents would say, we grow our agency on referrals. Okay, makes perfect sense. In Google Plus, those referrals happen in a very natural way. So you don't need any technical skills. You simply can communicate with someone on a topic, either privately, which you can't do on Facebook, or in a public forum. Those public forums are communities. So communities are groupings of people around a common topic. I love the Buffalo Bills. Upstate New Yorker, my entire family's from the city of Buffalo. I am part of the Buffalo Bills community on Google+. Okay? The vast majority of people who are Buffalo Bills fans are from upstate New York, which is where we do business. So I'm in a community, making connections, gaining new followers, new relationships around this topic of the Buffalo Bills. And because of the relationships that we're building in that space, these people are then following me out of that space to find out what I do for a living, which is I work for this insurance agency. And over time, the thought process is, and this has happened to a small extent, and it's happened in other social networks as well, people then say, hey, I know we're connected in this Buffalo Bills community, but can you help me with my insurance needs? Happens every single day when we go to networking events, when we go to chamber functions or charity functions or church or whatever your thing is. It's the same exact process, and it happens in a very intuitive way. Facebook, I think, is a great platform. I think that those type of relationships are built there as well, but it's a little more convoluted. It's harder. Being part of groups is a little more closed off. The relationships and conversations don't happen as naturally as they do in this platform. So,
well, without going into all the technical details associated with Facebook and Google Plus and so forth, I think the point you're making is that it allows you to aggregate with people of similar interests in a similar space while they see your professional side too, because you're updating Google Plus with insurance stuff, probably not all the time, but so they have a general awareness. Okay, what else do you like about it?
So why I think that it's important, because there could be an argument made that process I just described to you could literally, I could replace the word Google Plus with Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or any other social network, right? The reason that I have started using Google Plus as one of my primary social networks is because all those small conversations have value, right? You're accumulating search engine value back to your website through all these conversations.
And what's that called?
So, what do you mean?
What's the technical term for that? Is that authority?
Yeah, so in the Google Plus environment, what they call it is authority. So I am gaining authority around certain topics. Insurance, content marketing, which is obviously my second love. Things like the Buffalo Bills, which may not necessarily improve my position in my insurance industry, but really they are, because it's gaining more people to me. More people who are interested in that regard are then mixed with the people who... So how Google does this is, I'm going to get a little technical here. Google's primary goal is and has always been to combine a problem with a solution. So they're constantly trying to find ways to provide problems with the best solution. And what they said was, we get the whole website thing. We're having trouble with the social media thing. We're having trouble understanding who is the best solution inside these social platforms. They created Google Plus. That their whole purpose was to create this social layer for them to better understand who solution providers are, who are the authority on certain topics. Okay. So I'm able to, through my activity inside of Google Plus, let Google know when it comes to insurance, specifically insurance related to New York State, right, I'm an authority. So when you have someone that comes to your search engine and has a question about New York related insurance, you need to position my website, which is the Murray Group, and my Google Plus profile in front of them, because I'm a solution provider. And so the reason why Google knows that is because there's this great crowd of people around you that are identifying you that way. Yes. So it's all part of user-generated content, user-generated activities. Yep. It's not about what you're saying about yourself. Nope. Yeah, so that's the whole deal, is that when someone clicks the +1 button, when someone comments, when someone reshares something that I've posted inside of Google Plus, that is a little indicator to Google, this guy is an authority on this topic because someone is willing to take this action. And every comment you make that someone plus ones, every post that you share on a different topic that then reshared again, I mean, that spreads, and that spread is telling Google for this specific topic, we need to continue to position his results higher because we know that he's a solution provider.
And that's all an algorithm.
Yes, it's all. I mean, the three of us in this room are not smart enough to understand this algorithm, but it's there. There's a team of people constantly working on it and updating it. And what's important to realize is that Google Plus is the only social platform that Google has complete access to.
Right.
They have limited access to Facebook, almost no access to Twitter, and even less access to LinkedIn. So the things that you're doing in those spaces, you may be considered an authority to the actual human beings, but that authority is not transferring to search engines, where on Google Plus it is. So you're getting double the benefit by being part of...
By doing the same things you would have done otherwise.
Yes, exactly. And there's this argument, well, Google Plus is a ghost town, there's no one there. I will say that adoption of the everyday person, just your average consumer who works in an office, who's not a business owner, who's just going to work, coming home, and living their life, there's not an enormous adoption of those individuals. So it's not necessarily a direct sell platform. But as far as business owners, so if you are a business owner, there is a large adoption of business owners. So maybe the 15 people working for that business aren't on Google+, but that business owner who owns the garage down the street from you, he has at least a Google Places page. And he has a Google Plus profile, and you can seek him out and connect with him or her and start to build that relationship, and then you're getting local authority too. So,
but okay, so the whole argument of it being a ghost town, okay, so it may not be as active as Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn right now, but there's a lot of people that are using it.
Yes.
They're just not using it as heavily as the others.
Yep.
But those very people that you just spoke about are using Google.
Yes. Exactly.
Right? And so they will find you, and that becomes a value, and you'll be able to leverage all of this content.
Google Plus really, in its current state today, is a social network of influencers, is the best way to look at it. People who take to the social media world, the influencers are there. So journalists, heavy bloggers, business owners, any business with marketers, they're there using this social platform. So though you may not necessarily be connecting with your consumer, so you're, connect your home and auto for a discount message may not be driving direct sales. But if you can produce content on a consistent basis that tells a story, that adds value, and those influencers are engaging with it, you now are giving the portal that all those consumers do use, Google Search, a direct message that you need to rank us higher. And that's 100% happening. Okay.
Let's just take a quick time out. Sidebar. You just mentioned content.
Yes.
And I know content, that's a whole nother subject, right? But could you just answer a short question?
Yes.
So Ryan, what are the best kinds of content that somebody should be using? Without describing them, just list them.
Yep. So listing them would be, let me give you this answer, and if this isn't the right answer, then we can answer another way. Anything that is either anything that is either educational, entertaining, or inspiring is the best form of content. Which means your message about combining your home and your auto for a 10% discount is really not that educational, since most people know it. It's definitely not entertaining, and in no way is it inspiring. So that piece of content is something that we should put into the garbage. What we should talk about is your community center that's having a kickoff for a new fundraiser. That's both educating, entertaining, and inspiring. That's a piece of content we should share.
If you're creative.
Yeah, if you're creative, yeah. So when we look at the types of content, we really should look at what do we actually want to read, right?
Read, watch, video,
listen to,
pictures,
yes, pictures,
share. What's the key thing? Netting it out. What's the key thing about content in your mind?
Is that it's telling the story of your business. Content marketing is digitizing the soul of your business. That's really what it is. If the soul of your business is hacky 1970s ad copy, then that's what people are going to view you as. The soul of your business may be that. Just understand that in today's world, that's not necessarily the average consumer. So a good rule of thumb, something I do with every article that I produce, is I say, and I literally do this. I sit right here. I just produced something on Progressive Snapshot, which we just came to New York State. I said, is it educating? Is it entertaining? Is it inspiring? It's definitely not inspiring. It's not really entertaining, but it's very educating because we went into detail into who specifically would be interested in it, why you may not be interested in it. Is it the best piece of content I've ever written? No. But is it's 750 words on this product, which people are interested in because it started to be advertised on commercials in our geographic market. Educating, okay, that meets one of my 3 criteria. Boom. In that regard, I would say that tell the story of your business as often as you possibly can, and when you can't tell the story of your business, tell the story of your clients. And there it is.
Okay, so that's good about content.
Yeah.
I would just throw in that video is the most popular form of content.
I built a video studio in my basement so that I could do video. I mean, it looks kind of like a porn studio, but it produces great video, I promise. and you can cut that if you want, but we did that on purpose because we knew that the hold up your cell phone camera video like this that I was producing as well 2 years ago does not necessarily cut it anymore. You can still take video with your camera, but we want our message to be, we want to seem a little bit like we know what we're doing. Just barfing into a cell phone camera and not editing it and having, seeing yourself pick it up and seeing yourself, that's not going to get our message across anymore. No. Pay the extra. If you need to pay somebody $25 to edit it, do it. Yeah. If you need to pay someone $100, do it.
It's and in a city of Albany, any city, there's scads of people that will be more than happy to help you with editing.
Fiverr, Odesk.
Okay, so that's content.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Google Plus.
Yep.
So we talked about building relationships. Let's talk about search engine optimization and search.
Yep.
So in 5 minutes or less, how would you characterize search and Google Plus?
So search for Google Plus is pretty simple. As we discussed before, you're building up your authority on specific topics through the things that you're talking about and the way people are engaging with certain topics that you talk about. So if everybody engages with my information about insurance and they don't engage with my information about the Buffalo Bills, I am going to be seen as an authority on insurance, not on the Buffalo Bills. Okay, so that makes sense. The second is how Google Plus is actually impacting SEO. Every single page post, every single page, every single profile on Google Plus has PageRank. Okay, PageRank. When people, for the people watching, may have heard of the term, Google juice, like whatever that thing is that is passed from one website to another that lifts websites up. Whatever that ranking is. That juice is what most people refer to it as. I don't know why. Every page inside of Google Plus has that. That is not the case with other social networks. But with Google Plus, if your profile has PageRank, like my profile on Google Plus has a PageRank of 4. So anytime I link to something from my profile, I'm passing a PageRank of 4 onto that other website, which is pretty significant.
So your Ryan Hanley profile?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the Murray group is like a 2 right now. My Ryan Hanley profile is passing a 4.
And how many people are you connected to? 3,000 or so?
We're getting closer to 5 now.
Okay.
But that doesn't have as much to do with it as how many people have reshared and +1'd my profile. And the reason that is because when you +1 something on Google Plus, it creates a new page. So when you +1 one of my things, one of my posts, it creates a page under your name, which you may or may not see, because it's only showing it to certain individuals in your network. But physically, a new page is created inside of Google Plus. So where I did just have one, now I have another page linking back. Say 20 people +1 my post, I now have 20 links back to that page, and now this page is amplified and has more juice. Okay, this page, which now has been lifted up by all these +1s and reshares, is linking out to my website and is, I wish I had a visual, but is now passing all that back to my website, to that specific page. So if I have 50 +1s on a page that I create, a blog post, say, I now have 50 links. Do follow, so high quality links back to that specific page, telling Google, hey, this page has value. We need to rank this page because all these people are taking action inside of the Google Plus platform. And because of that, people are ranking higher. So it's not the actual act of +1ing. It's the fact that every +1 creates a new page, and every page has page rank. So if, like, let's say a very influential marketer, I'm just going to use this for example, by the name of Chris Brogan, a guy that a lot of people have heard of who are in the marketing world. Let's say he has 50,000 followers. Maybe his page rank is 6. He links to, from his Google Plus profile, not on his website, from his Google Plus profile, links to an article I wrote. He is passing all that energy onto my website. So now, where before people were like, social shares are great, you get more traffic, this is better than traffic, because yes, you're getting some traffic because he shared that post, but you're also increasing your search rankings. So it's like you're getting hit twice.
And all of those pages stay out there forever.
Stay out there forever. So
you're building a king of the mountain situation.
Yeah. So where on Twitter, people are tweeting your stuff, and that's great, and it's going into their streams, and you're getting some traffic for that. Tweets are great. But those tweets just scroll through and pass nothing back to your site. So once they're no longer seen, which now I read something the other day that a tweet only lives for 18 minutes, sorry. So someone hits a tweet button. If somebody doesn't see that within 18 minutes, it's gone. With Google Plus, those pages can be searched. So there was a time when I was doing my 100 insurance questions answered in 100 days video series, which I did 2 years ago. There was a time, so I would create a video, answer an insurance question, post it on my website, and upload the video to YouTube and post that YouTube video on my website. Okay. Then I would take the YouTube video and I would share it in Google Plus, and I would connect that Google Plus post back to my website. So I have kind of a triangle, and Google owns all 3 platforms. Google Plus, they don't own my website, but I'm in search rankings because I'm indexed, and they own YouTube. There was a time when those videos for certain search terms were showing up YouTube video, my website, and then the Google Plus post. 1, 2, 3. So I had the top 3 search results. So statistically, there's like a 97% chance that if someone searches for that term, they're going to find me in one of those 3 places and get back to my website. And that was really how we kind of jump-started our website, was by using these Google tools, 100% buying into their game and saying, we're going to create great content, but we're going to use Google's tools because, to this day, over 90% of the traffic that we get to our website is through search. We don't spend a ton of time in social media.
And you're not doing a lot of paid search.
No paid search.
Right?
None, 0.
And so how much traffic are you getting? Is it worth your effort, would you say?
We're like around 5,000 uniques a month right now, is about what we get.
Are you seeing good traffic? Are you seeing leads? Are you closing deals? All of that?
Oh, yeah. So like last Friday, we got 9 new leads, 1 business, 8 commercial, and I think so far we've signed 5 of them.
Hashtag worth it.
Yeah.
Hashtag worth it.
I'll be honest with you. The idea that this is in any way a waste of time, because a lot of people are like, well, geez, my people could be out cold calling. The reason that I'm going to jump on my soapbox for 1 second, so I hope you'll abide me.
Go ahead.
The reason that insurance agents like cold calling, and I'm not against cold calling at all. I'm actually very for strategic cold calling. But the reason that agents like cold calling is because there's a method. I make 100 phone calls, 10 people are going to pick up the phone, 3 of them are going to give me
there's a formula.
Meetings,
right.
And 1 of them is going to do business with me. So I know all I need to do is figure out a way to make more sets of 100 phone calls, and I will sign more deals. Okay, so that makes sense to them. With content marketing, there is less of a formula yet Formulas are starting to be created, but there's less with formula yet. The idea that it's you have to put in the work today to reap the benefits a year or two later does not necessarily, it's not something people want to do, nor is it something they can trust, because they can trust 100 phone calls, 10 pickup, 3 appointments, 1 sale. They can trust that. It's been tested for 100 years. Being that content marketing is really only something that came into existence, I mean, outside of the traditional digital content marketing, let's say, 6 years ago, and it's really only taken mainstream maybe 18 months ago, it makes people very nervous. I get that. I can tell you that I started content marketing for my agency. I was doing it on my own as a producer before that, but for my agency specific, under the agency brand, January 2nd of 2012, and the amount of business that we write today, which I don't have the number off the top of my head, makes every minute worthwhile. So worthwhile that I was able to move out of being a keep what you kill traditional producer in November of 2012, so only 11 months after I started, to become what I am today, the director of marketing and sales, and doing content, digital marketing, and traditional marketing as well, but focusing probably 70% of my time on content and digital marketing, because I can generate more revenue doing this stuff than I can pounding the streets with my rubber sole shoes. And that is the God's honest truth. For anyone who doesn't know who I am, this is a 15-person, the classic family-owned independent insurance agency. Like, we are the cliche, right? Been in business for 40 years, family-owned, single location, mid-sized city. And we have made this transition because it 100% works, and it's just the way it is.
And you also have the content warfare website,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's under my the website's URL is ryanhanley.com, but kind of the brand is Content Warfare.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So last item.
Yep.
Google Hangouts.
Yes. So Google Hangouts, as I mentioned in the beginning, are basically video conferencing, for lack of a better terminology. But they're free. They're run through Google platform. All you need is a Google Plus ID, and you can use it.
Standard computer with a video.
Video.
Right.
It doesn't even have to be HD. There's no requirements like that.
No
just
technical issues.
Internet connection, Google Plus ID, and a video, and you can use this. So, and it's free, and it works just as well, if not better, than a lot of the paid tools, to be completely honest with you.
It does.
Advantages, it can be recorded. So something that we've done before is have meetings with underwriters about products and stuff, and we just ask the underwriter, hey, is it cool if we tape this? We tape it to YouTube, and then we play it back for people who couldn't be on the call. So now, if I know that my commercial lines marketer, if she's not going to be able to be on the call, I can have a meeting with a rep on here, which we did with...
and record it.
Yeah, we did it with... what carrier was that? Doesn't matter. We did it with one of our carriers who was willing to do it, and we were just talking about, it was their marketing rep, and we were just talking about, hey, what this product, what does this do, and it was only like a 15-minute conversation, but then I was able to just package that up, send it over to our person, she watched it, and she's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
She didn't have to waste her time being on the call with us.
Exactly.
So that's kind of one use. How I see it long-term is twofold, and we don't implement either one of these strategies yet, mostly because it's finding the partners that are willing to do so, but I think as the technology becomes more mainstream, that this is where Google Hangouts are going to go. I use them currently for masterminds with different insurance agents and different marketers to kind of...
Networking with peers.
But how I see it specifically for insurance agents, twofold. One, conversations with underwriters, which can be recorded for everybody's safety. If the underwriter says, I'm okay with you moving forward on that, now it's recorded on their end through the phone. You can record it through YouTube, and they can be just as comfortable that nothing's going to be taken out of context. It'll all be captured, and now you can have a face-to-face, better relationship with your underwriter in that capacity. Now, we need the carriers to get on board with that kind of thing. I have a feeling that some of the carriers will very soon, just from things that I've heard.
Okay, so working with your underwriters.
Yep. Second is working with your clients. So clients that are within 10, 15, 20 miles, not too hard to get to. But for us, Albany is a nice size market, but really our full footprint can go up to 70 miles away to some of our clients.
Sure.
Not all of those clients is it just logistically possible to meet them on a biannual basis, which we like to touch our clients. So maybe you say, hey, on the midterm communication that we have with each other, I'm going to save you time, I'm going to save me time, let's get on Google Hangouts and we can discuss your policies, discuss what's going on, and make this really quality connection because we're eye to eye without me having to drive 70 miles to see
So
you.
it's just it's an efficiency factor, and it works, and it's nice. Actually, it's probably even better.
Yeah.
Because the person you're going to see doesn't have to clean up, doesn't have to dress up, doesn't have to worry about the dog, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right, but you still have the face to face.
And as a marketing tool, so if we want to take it even a step further, as a marketing tool, you can get your clients on there, have them side by side screen, say, hey, John Smith, we've been doing business for 20 years together. Why do you do business with me? And now you can record client testimonials and then share them with other people. And there's a million different things you can do with it. The best part about it is it's all free, and all that it takes is Google Plus ID.
Right. And then you just need a way to store all of those videos and those files and things like that. But that's just file management and technology. Well, this has been really good, Ryan. So thanks for sharing these words of wisdom from somebody that's been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt. Right? Yeah. So
definitely
really appreciate it. I'm sure the agents out there that are watching this, and anybody else, really. I mean, this applies to any business, right? It's not just insurance.
No, any business. Yeah.
So, and these are, by the way, things that you can be teaching your customers.
Yes.
Right, which is sort of like that intangible value that you bring, which is an exit barrier.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
one quick story on building your fence, right? So if anyone's ever read any kind of sales book, there's always some reference to building a fence around your clients. You don't want them to be able to leave. We have a liquor store, local liquor store that we do business with, nice sized liquor store. I went in there and I said, what I would love to do is do a little, help you with your digital marketing a little bit, just kind of give you some tips, show you some things. We'll make like a dual kind of video together. It'll be really nice. You can share it on your platform, I'll share it on mine, I'll do most of the work, but it'll be a nice thing for us. It'll be like a client testimonial of sorts and an advertising thing for you. And she said, great, went in there, took some pictures, did a little video, put a little Animoto video together, which is just an online tool.
Simple for video creation.
Simple for nice kind of professional video creation. Delivered that, she shared it, it was a big hit, it was great. So, perfectly happy. She called me 3 weeks later. She said, Ryan, I just want to let you know I appreciate the video you did for me. And quick aside, I had an agent walk in here last week, another local agent right down the street from us, came in, and I told him that I appreciated him coming in, but that I was in no way going to move my business because I knew that he wasn't going to create a video for me. Right there, right? I mean, that's why we do it. She'll be a client for life because I took a little extra time to show her this digital world and do a little something for her that was mutually beneficial to both of us. So there's anyone who's sitting there going, oh, that's rebating. It's not. I vetted this whole thing. You know what I mean? It's a mutually beneficial. It's just like a client testimonial, which is what it was. And, she loved it. It helped her business. It helped our business. And these digital tools allow us to build deeper partnerships with our clients, which is all we really want.
Great. Well, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So how can people find out about you? Where can they reach you?
So if they want to find out, I talk about this kind of stuff, ryanhanley.com. Or you just search my name, Ryan Hanley, you'll find me in one of my digital spaces. And anyone who wants to connect with me on Google+, that's my favorite platform, so that's a great place to do that.
And the Murray Group, what's your website? MurrayGRP.com. So a group without the vowels, MurrayGRP.com. And you can see we use WordPress, so free platform. And you don't need to have a huge expensive website to have a very powerful website. It's more about what you do and say there than necessarily how it looks. Great. All right, well, this is Mike Wise with WebWise, and we've been talking with Ryan Hanley at the Murray Group in Albany, New York.
Yeah, upstate. It's a nice day.
So thanks for listening, and we'll see you later.